Welcome guys to the Fitness with Flex 8-week challenge, season 3 home edition. I'm here with Melissa and we're on our final episode here. Today we'll be revealing her final transformation pics. So let's see if she finally got those abs that she wanted. As we can see here from her leg development, looking very muscular, very lean. So it looks like the 8-week challenge did serve its purpose. Today we're emphasizing mostly on lower body, emphasizing mostly on exercises that will target the glutes. So right now we're warming up with a full squat, which emphasizes and is very good for the overall leg development. It's targeting the quadriceps, the hamstrings, the glutes, and with this toe raise as well, it's also incorporating the calves. As you can see here, very lean. Very proud of Melissa's results so far. Now we're going into walking lunges. We're doing forward and backward walking lunges, also with a double dip. If you guys remember from episode 2 of this season, she was just doing stationary lunges going back and forth. Now we're walking forward, we're going backwards as well, and we're double dipping. This is making the exercise more harder. We're 8 weeks in. We need to challenge Melissa in order for her to continue burning fat and also building muscle. Now, apart from being a great glute developing exercise, it's also a great overall leg developing exercise. If you guys are looking to develop big, thick legs, glutes are a very great exercise. It works out the quadriceps as well, the hamstrings, and also the inner thigh to make the thigh appear thicker. Now, she's also going to be doing them backwards. We usually don't do any movements that are backwards in everyday life. We don't walk backwards, we don't run backwards. So there are certain muscles that don't really get as developed compared to the walking forward ones. So like I said, guys, it's very important for you guys to do different angles in order to achieve a proportionate and also balanced physique. Now, I also told you guys before that the glute muscle is just not one muscle. Most people think it's only the gluteus maximus, but in reality there's 3 muscles. We have the gluteus maximus, the gluteus minimus, and also the gluteus medius. And this is called here the curtsy lunge. The curtsy lunges work out the outer part of the quadricep along with those 2 muscles that I just stated, the minimus and the medius, which is kind of by the side of your hip, giving you more of that Coca-Cola bottle looking type figure. Now, this is a very advanced technique, so I wouldn't recommend a beginner doing these. Remember guys, these workouts are customized for Melissa's body and for this 8-week challenge. Now, of course, if you guys do these exercises, I always say you guys will get the results, but everyone's body is different. Who knows if you might even need to do this exercise, but at least for Melissa, this is a great exercise to do in order to develop those areas. Now, when she lunges down, she's coming up pressing against the floor with the side of her foot, the side blade of the foot where the pinky is. That's what she's pushing off the ground with, and that's how you're going to feel it on the outer part of your leg and on the gluteus minimus and medius. Now, here we're going into hip thrust with weights. Again, guys, you guys need to, in areas that you guys want to develop, you guys have to do the exercises with heavier weight in order to create more muscle mass. So on the top of this movement, you guys have to clinch and squeeze and make sure you guys come down very slow. Again, you guys develop muscle on the negative portion, not on the positive portion of the exercise. Now, her heels are on the floor, but that's just basically for balance. She's not pressing against the floor. All the emphasis is just basically on the hips there. Now we're going into standing wall glute kickbacks. As you guys can notice, she has an ankle weight here. Again, weights is what's going to develop muscles. The heavier the weight with the right form, the bigger the muscle is going to get. As long as you guys are doing the exercises correctly, controlling the positive and the negative portion. As you guys can see here, she's doing 3 angles, going back, a little bit angled to the side, and then also lifting her legs to the side there. Again, hitting all 3 muscles of the glutes. Here we're going into standing leg curls. Usually you guys will have a machine at the gym that works out the hamstring. We don't have access to a gym here, so we need to be creative, and as you guys can see here, is doing the same effect as if you were to be at a gym. Again, you guys do not need to be at a gym in order to work out. This exercise here is working out the back of the leg, the hamstring. You guys have to come all the way up, as far up as you can towards the glutes, and then start coming down very slow in a controlled motion. Make sure that the upper part of the leg is very strict and does not move. And now we're going to be finishing off here with glute kickbacks here on the floor. Again, she's going straight up forward. The second one is angled to the side, a little bit outward. And then with this knee raise to the side, again, hitting all angles of the glutes. Very important if you guys want overall glute development. Now guys, feel free to email me at flex713@gmail.com if you guys are interested in your own customized meal plan. I'm also on Instagram, which is at FitnessWithFlex, Facebook.com/FitnessWithFlex, and also Twitter at FitWithFlex. So we're finished here with the weight training. Now we have to do some cardio. These here are very hard. These are called burpees. She's doing here 50 burpees. So you're going to the floor, doing a push-up. You're kicking your feet back up and you're jumping straight up in the air. I'm telling you, do about 5 of these right now and you'll see how tough these really are. And guys, I hope all these episodes helped you and give you some ideas of what can be achieved just by working out at home. Remember, you guys do not need to be at a gym in order to work out. As long as you guys have the determination, the discipline, and the desire, you guys can reach your goals anywhere. And stay tuned, guys. After this episode, I'll be revealing the 4 contestants that won the Fitness with Flex 12-week challenge contest, where I'll be transforming their bodies for free. All right, so I'm here with Melissa at the end of the 8-week challenge, season 3 home edition, and she has been awarded the black shirt. It says here, I've survived the 8-week challenge. You're here in an elite group. Only few people have these black shirts here. How do you feel about that? Finally getting the black shirt.
Privileged, well deserved. Let me tell you, well deserved.
So now, Melissa, tell me, what did you think about the 8-week challenge? How was your journey?
I'm not gonna say it was easy because it wasn't. It definitely took a lot of dedication, a lot of time management. Honestly, just a lot of dedication and time management. What else did it take? A lot of discipline on eating right, not cheating, no alcohol, no carbs, no junk food, all the good stuff we love. But definitely well worth it at the end.
So what would you say was the hardest part of the challenge? Everything that you just mentioned there?
No, actually the hardest part of the challenge would be the cardio.
The cardio was hard?
Burpees.
Yeah, I had you doing a lot of crazy stuff.
The jumping jacks. That would be actually the part that was the most challenging, the part that I hated the most actually. But I understood that in order for me to get the results that I wanted, I had to do the cardio along with it.
Yeah, you gotta sacrifice a little bit just for those 8 weeks. I don't think it was that bad, was it?
It was that bad.
All right. Was there anything easy about the challenge?
The easiest part of the challenge, I would say, would be honestly every week seeing the progress coming along, seeing a little bit more toning, more definition, a lot faster results. So that made it easier because it motivated me more into knowing like I'm getting closer and closer and closer to my goal.
Well, that definitely helps when you're seeing results. That's all the motivation you need there. So what did you think about your overall transformation within the 8 weeks? Starting off with some abs and then finally achieving abs within the 8 weeks. What did you feel about that?
I was very proud of myself because I didn't think that it was possible, especially because I always felt it, but I felt the fat over top. I thought beginning of the 8-week challenge, it's impossible. I don't have this in 2 months. I didn't think I'll be able to carry on with the discipline. But when I did see the results coming in, again, it was well worth it. I was actually surprised that I was able to see some ab definition. I always felt like I had it up here, but then I had it on the bottom. So
yeah, the lower part is always the hardest to get. That comes at the end there.
So when I saw that thinning down and toning up, I was very happy with that. And that was the #1 thing I was looking forward to in the 8-week challenge, along with more definition in my thighs, more definition in my back. More definition on the side of my hip, bicep, triceps, definitely a big change there too.
All right, so would you recommend this challenge to anyone that's trying to get fit?
I would definitely recommend the 8-week challenge just because since it is a short amount of time, it's definitely hustle, it's definitely extremely serious, a lot more discipline, and you're going to get the result that you're looking for a lot faster with the cutting down, the toning up.
It's
so
like a little surge within 8 weeks to just push through.
You wouldn't even let go of the DR trips.
So now, Melissa, now that the 8-week challenge is over, that's it. That means you're not doing fitness no more. You're retired, or what's happening? What are your goals now?
My goal is actually to continue. This is only the beginning of my journey. Of course, I did want to lose fat and tone down, but my overall big picture was definitely to put on more muscle and actually get bigger in the areas that we'd all like to get bigger. So now I'm looking forward to bulking season, to lift heavier, build bigger muscle, but also still keep slim and small where I need to be. So the 8-week challenge is over, the cutting down, and now I'm looking forward to actually growing muscle.
All right, great. So we're definitely going to keep in touch with you and continue following your journey, see how you give the viewers here some updates of how your body's transforming. And just before we leave, some pet peeves that I have sometimes with females is, of course, they think that if they lift weights, they're going to turn into some type of manly monster. If you could just clear up some misconceptions that maybe you might have had, or that some females out there have right now about weightlifting. Did you, in fact, turn into the Incredible Hulk within these 8 weeks?
I did not turn into the Incredible Hulk within these 8 weeks.
Okay.
I actually did think that myself in the beginning of this journey, way back in February, when I was just doing fitness with you, just regular fitness.
Yeah, when we started off.
That was definitely one of my biggest fears, just because I thought with lifting weights and doing a lot of repetitions, that my muscles would get bigger. But actually, that's incorrect. My muscle did grow, but it toned down. It's just defined. It's not big in size. It's just normal. It doesn't look big at all. It's just if I flex.
Yeah, nothing's jiggling. It's just a nice toned arm. That's it.
So it's just basically toning. The only way I guess that I would get bigger if I did lift bigger on the upper body, which we didn't focus on that at all. So for every female that thinks that, unless you're on steroids and lifting extremely heavy, that's impossible.
Well, thank you for clearing everything up. And like I said, we're going to continue following some updates on you to see how your transformation continues from here on end. Congratulations once again on finishing the 8-week challenge. And let's see who's up for the challenge next. Let's see if someone else could also survive.
That's you.
All right, guys. So these are Melissa's final 8-week challenge transformation pictures. As you can see here, she definitely achieved her goal of getting abs, looking way leaner, way toner, and also more muscular than just 8 weeks ago. Look at this side profile pic of how flat her stomach has gotten in just 8 weeks. Very, very proud of her transformation. And here we're seeing her overall transformation since we started training together about 6 or 7 months ago. Drastic difference. Very, very proud of these results. Let's see who else can take the next challenge. All right, guys, so the time has finally come to reveal the 4 contestants that will be entering the FitnessWithFlex 12-week challenge. Now, out of the hundreds of people that did apply, unfortunately, guys, I wish I could pick everyone, but I was only able to pick 4 contestants. So, for everyone else that did apply, I want to thank you, and I really appreciate it. And I would like to still help you guys transform your body. So, I will be offering my FitnessWithFlex 3-month consultation coaching program at a 50% discount. So I'll be emailing everyone that did apply for the contest. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me at flex713@gmail.com. Now, before we reveal the 4 contestants that will be entering the 12-week challenge, I want to introduce here Samantha, which you guys probably already know from the FitnessWithFlex 8-week challenge season 2 female edition. And I'm glad to say that Samantha here is now part of FitnessWithFlex. We will be calling her FitnessWithFlex Hers. She'll be dedicating solely to female fitness. Now, a couple words, Samantha, about this.
Yeah, that's right, guys. I'm very happy to say I've become a part of FitnessWithFlex. After my 8-week challenge, I have taken fitness very, very seriously. It has become a lifestyle for me. I'm very excited to help all you women out there that feel the way I once felt when I started my 8-week challenge. And with all the experience and knowledge that I have acquired, we can work together to transform your body. If you women have any questions and feel motivated to transform your body, please contact me on my email, fitnesswithflexhers@gmail.com. I'm also on Instagram, fitnesswithflexhers, and on Twitter, fitwithflexhers.
Alright guys, so now we have another ally here that will help us with the fight against fat. So for general fitness, male, females, you guys can contact me, FitnessWithFlex, and specifically for female fitness, we have FitnessWithFlex Hers now. Now, Samantha, let's go. What everyone's been waiting for. Who are the 4 winners?
All right, our 4 winners are, we have Shag from Connecticut. We have Rosie from New Jersey. We have Jasenia from New York. And we also have Mariano from New York.
There you go, guys. Those are the 4 contestants. Now, make sure you guys make yourself proud. This is a challenge against yourselves. Make sure you guys make us proud. We guys picked you. Make sure that you guys don't embarrass yourselves by getting disqualified or embarrass us for picking you guys and thinking that you were going to be able to beat the 12-week challenge. Good luck to you guys, and to everyone else that applied. Again, I'm very, very sorry I wasn't able to pick you guys, but I'm still hooking you guys up with the 50% discount. Again, watch out for that email. Now remember, guys, Fitness with Flex here. We provide real results, no gimmicks. All right, Melissa, so we're here at the start of the Fitness with Flex 8-week challenge so far. We're here at day 1. I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. I want you to let the viewers know more or less your journey so far. What made you decide that you wanted to start a healthy lifestyle? Tell them maybe some things that you've done in the past diet-wise that have worked, haven't worked, and so on.
What made me want to start fitness, I would also